Open-E Experts, the Data Storage Podcast.
Todd Maxwell here with over 18 years with Open-E, providing technical sales and support.
Okay, imagine, let's say you leave for vacation for a week or even two. Like most engineers, 2 weeks is just impossible, right? And when you get back to your home, you walk in and you see people living in your house. And you're saying to yourself, WTF? You know you are in Twilight Zone and you realize you have squatters in your house. Now, this is a freaking nightmare. And you just can't get them out for so many reasons, especially the crazy laws today. I know many creative ways that I would do to get them out, and I know many engineers would know how as well. Now, if this was my house, I would maybe buy a bunch of snakes and put them in there and freak them out, or get some sleeping gas and wait till they're asleep and then ship them to the nearest governor's mansion and drop them off. But I wouldn't stand there and go through the normal process, costing me a ton of money with lawyers and police and process and more. Hell no, not this. No way I would do that. And this is where I'm going with this almost close analogy of squatters is ransomware. Preventing ransomware from happening where they take or lock you out of your data like a squatter takes your home. Screw that. So we have a perfect solution in our JovianDSS that solves that issue, and it comes free with the product and you don't have to pay them anymore. Do you all remember in July of this year, the company that's a cybersecurity firm called CrowdStrike? And it took down applications worldwide like airlines, hospitals, and governments and more, causing havoc. And they said it was due to an update. Yeah, I know, me too, as well as most engineers you out there. I don't believe it as well. But besides the conspiracies, it could have been prevented, especially with our on and off site data protection feature. Did you know that 34% of the state and local government organizations were hit by ransomware so far in this year, 2024? That is insane. It's an enormous amount of money, time, work, energy, you get the whole gamut. Now, hospitals were hit a lot as well, and this is the reason they knew where to hit them because they have a high turnover in IT admins, and the ransomware squatters know this. But we have a customer who works in the hospital, and they did get hit with ransomware, but not with the JovianDSS they had, as he had set it up with the on and off site data protection. Needless to say, his bosses bought him pancakes that day and a ton of beers at the bar that night. We keep saying this over and over. What is your data redundancy plan? So what does the on and off site data protection do, and where is it, and how to use it to save my butt from losing my job? And I want pancakes too. Well, simply put, it is a feature in the JovianDSS GUI called backup and recovery. Clear as day. You can't miss it. If you do, no pancakes, man. This is the feature that can make backups of your NAS shares, iSCSI targets, fiber channel targets, locally and remote, even if your remote site is 5,000 miles away. And even if your latency is not even 5 milliseconds. You can always set your retention plans as well. I mean, there's a plethora of types of retention plans you can use. Maybe you're the New York Stock Exchange and you need this every minute or once a day. It doesn't matter. And the retention plan has many frequency settings that you can do, so you will always be able to restore your data in a hot Tokyo minute. Now, let's say you have a physical server at your main site and then another in a remote site. And that can even be a virtual machine running the JovianDSS. And the data on the main site is critical, and you want to have a second copy to the remote site. Now, let's assume that a ransomware attacks your data, locks up your data. Okay, very simple. Make a clone with a couple mouse clicks and mount it, and you're back in business. And the best part, you can reply to them with a very big smile and a capital F, capital U to take home. No ticky today, B. All right, I have many customers that also replacing the monthly subscription models like Veeam with our on and off site data protection feature. So in short, you can use this function also for many tasks at once with NAS datasets, iSCSI, and fiber channel targets, like I've stated before. I have a customer that has 64 running tasks in every which way for source and destinations, local to local servers, local to remote, and they have never had issues of restoring their data. And they do use them a lot as they run simulations, and they have to test many of their simulations and restore many to retest again. So this feature is just perfect to have for your data redundancy. I want to mention that it uses async snapshots. So the first backup is like a full backup. Then the next running task is only the delta difference from that full backup. So if it's only, let's say, 5 meg, only 5 megs gets copied over. Now, I got a customer that set up a task to back up 34 terabytes from Phoenix, Arizona to New Jersey. And he knew that the first running task would take time. Now, during that time, he had to reboot the system due to some maintenance and adding another SAS HBA for an external JBOT expansion he was doing. Now, while the system was backing up and coming back up online, the task kicked on automatically. He didn't have to do anything. And you can also pause any task at any time. So this feature is a must and comes free with the JovianDSS. We have videos on how to set up and use this feature, many documents as well. One of the most questions I get are, how much resources does it use? Very little. Keep in mind that the JovianDSS is ZFS based, and snapshotting with ZFS is like, I don't know, breathing air. It's nothing to ZFS. That's Dr. Bonus to your system. Go to our site and then go to products and select JovianDSS, then backup solutions. You'll get a plethora of information. You don't have to, if you don't feel like reading anything, fine. Be lazy like me and call us. You do get a human from our team. Trust me, we are here. So with that, let's talk about adding another level of security for your storage solution along with the on and off site data protection with using SED. That means self-encrypted drive. And this one would be the 24 terabyte Seagate Exos X24, massive for storage pools. So not only providing the SED, but having the size to complement your capacity needs as well. Our QA team tested and certified the massive Seagate Exos X24. The short summary for this Seagate drive is a 3.5-inch SAS, 7,200 RPM, 512 megabyte buffer. Size, there is a slight performance difference with any SED. It's pretty marginal. And in many cases, like I said, it's not worth mentioning. By the way, we made it very easy to set up your SED setup. In the Jovian, we have docs and videos on how easy it is to set this up. So don't freak out. All the tests done and certifications were done with a single node, HA shared cluster, and Metro cluster. All tests were performed with a zpool configuration with a RAID Z2. Z2 is like a RAID 6 for the disk groups, each having 2 disks for parity. Now, our tests were performed with 4K random workloads, 1 meg sequential workloads. So in the reports, we show all the charts for the following performance results. And they're really good to look at because it gives you a gauge of what your environment could look like with these type of performances that we do the recordings and test for you. So we do a mixed random IO performance, random read IO, random write IOs, sequential read megabyte performance, sequential write megabyte performance. And again, to get these PDF reports, just go to our Open-E website and you'll click on the technical support tab. You can't miss it. And you'll see on the left to click on the Open-E certified hardware components. And there's a lot of other things you can check out for the certifications that we've done. Okay, time for me to end this as I have a boatload of cases to work on. We are again busy like a 3-legged hamster running from 2 damn cats. Remember to back up. No matter what, ask yourself how fast you can restore your data. Now go out and fix something like a real engineer. See ya.